One of my fondest memories at LMU was when I lived here during my sophomore year. And at night, like in like November, December, at like 2 a.m., the fog sets into the bluff. And me and my roommate would walk around at night, and you couldn't see like 30 feet in front of you. And we would just wander around campus. We were still kind of in the phase of like, I can't believe that we're allowed to be here, like just unattended at night. But those were some of the most fond memories that I have, just talking, walking, being really cold and kind of wishing that I was in bed, but enjoying that, we were enjoying the campus and enjoying the space just by ourselves.
Yeah, one of the great things about LMU is that it has afforded me the opportunity to also travel outside of LMU. So one of my fondest memories was performing at Carnegie Hall in New York City with the LMU choirs. We did the show in that legendary space, and then we celebrated by hopping on a boat cruise and cruising around the Hudson River that night. It was a very special memory. Never forget it.
This past year I've lived in a house with 9 guys, and they're all of my best friends, and we have a pool that heats up like a hot tub, and over summer we would heat it up and all just kind of hang out in the pool after our internships and just hang out and debrief the day. And I think like the small moments like that, living with all of them, has been some of my favorite memories at LMU.
I would have to say that most of my time is split between the places where I work. So that would be like the animation lab, the computer labs, up on the 3rd floor of Comm Arts, which has been a lot of fun because there's a lot of people always up there just hanging out and talking and working and doing art together and collaborating, and that's a lot of fun. And I'm also just a sucker for the views, and LMU has some really good views. So obviously places like the Bluff, top of Life Sciences, just anywhere where I can be alone with my thoughts and kind of take it all in and just like appreciate the time that I'm here. And like maybe get some work done if I'm feeling okay about it, but yeah.
Right here in the North Hall region, right in the newsroom from 5:30 to 9:30, 3 times a week. And oftentimes I stayed well past 9:30, just finishing up final check, and I was the last person to turn off the lights for a whole year. I think I spent more time at the Loyolan in the newsroom than I did in all my other classes combined, but I wouldn't trade, I wouldn't trade any edit for anything, and all the hours are really rewarding.
Definitely the Loyolan office. I think since sophomore year I've spent over 10 hours a week here, with this last year spending probably closer to 20. It's definitely become like a space that has felt like a second home. I've become such great friends with everyone here, which I was reluctant to admit for a while. It wasn't something that I expected to come from the job, but I think with the amount of time I spend here, it's definitely become a place that I feel very comfortable at.
One of the fun things about being editor-in-chief is that you get to organize fall retreat. And so we were there, and I was a camp counselor as a kid, and growing up that was my first job. And so I wanted to spice up our retreat. So I don't know if you were on staff, Hayden, when this happened, but we're doing training seminars, and we're actually doing work, and then I broke it up by doing like a Loyolan office Olympics type thing. And at the very end of the weekend, I'm the editor-in-chief, I was a figurehead at the time. I let the entire staff ring around me and throw water balloons at me. I said, all right, give me your best shot, everyone gets 1 water balloon. And people didn't really give me their best shot, but 1 water balloon came out of nowhere. I've seen the video, I've played it back. I don't know who threw it, but it got me good right across the jaw, and it knocked my glasses off, and everyone had a good laugh. I don't know why that sticks out after all this time, but it's funny that it's a fond memory, but it was very, very fun.
I think the thing that I'll miss the most about LMU is just the proximity to the people that I care about and my friends. Just the fact that I can run into someone at the dining hall when I was just meaning to go in there for a quick lunch, and we end up having a 2-3 hour conversation, or just bumping into someone in the hallway, someone that maybe I haven't seen for a while, and saying, how are you, what are you working on? Oh, that's interesting, how are you doing, and things like that. I think that'll be one of the losses after I graduate. But hopefully, being able to stay in touch with those people and kind of create those kind of interactions outside of school.
I think I'm gonna miss the just random interactions on Palm Walk and Alumni Mall, the random people that I see every day in between my classes in U-Haul and St. Rob's, just knowing that even if I'm not super close to someone, they've kind of become a part of my routine here. And I know I'll stay close to all of my roommates and really good friends, but I think it's the kind of random, spontaneous interactions on campus with people I'm not as close to that I'll miss the most.
Probably the lair. Just kidding. No, I don't know, just the environment. I'm gonna miss, walking up and down Palm Walk and knowing 20 people. And also the little things. I'm gonna miss Albert's smile as I cross the crosswalk. I'm gonna miss walking by a Kiwi bot and having the urge to kick it over. And I'm gonna miss the feeling that there's always something going on.
I think that the most common piece of advice that freshmen get when they come to college is get involved. I would asterisk that. I think it's get involved about things you care about. Don't just sign up for things. I think the most important thing you can do here is find something that you love doing, and find people who also love doing it. And so that doesn't mean that you need to go, sign a million lists and join every club. You can if that's what you want to do. But I think the thing that's been most valuable to me is finding spaces like within animation, within the Loyolan and things like that, about where I feel like I can be valued and I value the people around me and the work that we're doing, and just the times we can have fun together. Yeah.
Don't freak out if you don't find your people or your friend group immediately, because it'll happen. 4 years is a long time, you'll figure it out. Also, don't stay in your lane. Pick 2 or 3 additional things aside from academics that feed your soul. But just 2 or 3 things, because if you're over involved, you're under committed. And also, stay on campus. Don't be in a rush to leave class, have that extra conversation, and don't be, and how do I want to phrase this? You don't have to live off campus your sophomore year. What you put into this campus, you'll get out.
The advice I'd give to incoming freshmen would be get involved early. I think the first year is really overwhelming and exciting, but I got involved with the Loyolan freshman year and I've stayed with it, and I'm so thankful that I did. I think getting involved on campus has made my experience so much better, and I don't think it's ever too early to do that.
I think one of the doubts that I had coming into college was kind of moving from a traditional academic space like high school into college to do the arts. That was something that I was a little scared of. You hear stories about people trying to get jobs, and obviously, college is fun and it's nice to hang out with people, but that's something that you want to work towards. And I don't think it was until I came here and I realized that there are so many talented people and so many people who love what they do and would do it for free, that really instilled in me that kind of confidence that this is what I want to do with my life. I want to be like these people. I want to learn from these people. I want to work with these people, right? And then kind of knowing them from a professional standpoint and the work that they do, but also just from a human standpoint and saying, I like this person, I want to work with them, I think has been really helpful in kind of reaffirming the vision I have for myself after graduating, when I'm looking for a job, when I'm seeing where I go next. It's been really helpful to just have those kinds of people around me, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm from Seattle, so PNW region. I had a fear coming in as a freshman that LA would be too fast of a city for me, or that if I didn't play the game right to climb the ladder, LMU wouldn't work out for me. But that's where good friendships come in. Good friends can make any party feel like it was thrown just for you, and good friends can make any place feel like home.
I'm not religious, and I was really anxious about how LMU is a Catholic school and kind of how that would manifest in the school, but I've come to really appreciate that aspect of LMU. I think how it presents itself in terms of service org involvements or just a general school mission, I think any concern that I had about religion has dissipated, and I honestly appreciate the kind of religious aspect of the school now.